turn this on. Let me turn on this recording. Let me get this started. Because I hear this a lot. I hear this term a lot, and I think it's fucking stupid, and I hate it. This is an auto-shimmy. But that's like... This is why I hate on the NetherRealm community. Because they take fighting game words, and they just, like, use them, but don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So, like, an auto-shimmy is a very vague general term to describe like 15 different things, but for the most part the community agrees that auto-shimmy basically means it automatically shimmies for you, right? And that's so stupid that we're defining the move with we're defining the word with the word. I get that that's dumb. All right, so before I explain what an auto-shimmy is, let me explain what a shimmy is. And then you'll kind of understand why they call this shit an auto-shimmy. Even though other people consider different moves an auto-shimmy, I consider this move an auto-shimmy. That to me is an auto-shimmy. But the rest of the community, right, this is an auto-shimmy. Or this, right? That's an auto-shimmy. Let me explain what a shimmy is. Okay, a shimmy came from Third Strike. That's pretty much the beginning of when I heard this term was from Third Strike. And all a shimmy is this. That's it. You walk backwards, you walk forwards. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That's what a shimmy is walking backwards and then walking forwards. The reason why that was important in Third Strike is because Third Strike had an option select. If you hit down and light punch and light kick, right? So like light punch and light kick in Third Strike is your grab. So if you get knocked down and you don't know whether your opponent is going to do a grab or an attack, right? Strike throw mix on wake up. You mash down, you hold down back and you mash grab, which is light punch and light kick. If they did a grab, you'll automatically throw tech it because there was only one throw tech. If you didn't do a grab, you would get like a jab, or you would get a grab whiff, right? You'd whiff the grab, and then they could punish you. So that's why you did the shimmy, right? So if I knocked you down and you were going to option select to beat the grab, and I walk backwards, your grab whiffs, and then I can punish you, right? So the idea is to do that, do this, and then just punish them. Because they're going to be looking to break the grab. You're not going to grab because you walked backwards, so now you're outside of grab range, so the grab whiffs. You blow them up. That is the shimmy. That's what it was known in Third Strike, and people have used that term for every other fighting game where basically you're using movement to force a throw with. That's a shimmy. In Mortal Kombat 11, an auto-shimmy is any move that allows you to beat a throw with attempt without having to do a throw with. It's backwards. Right? So in Third Strike, you were trying to force your opponent to whiff their throw. Right? If they throw you, right? So like, I'm going to sit here and shimmy, and you're going to try and grab, and I'm going to make your grab whiff. In Mortal Kombat 11, they have it backwards. An auto shimmy is, if you're trying to make me whiff a grab, I'm going to punish you for it. Right? So that's why people consider the jabs the auto shimmy. Because if I jab, right? If I jab and he's crouching or grab, it's going to whiff, right? So the idea is I throw out these highs, a jab or a grab, and if you're neutral ducking, it's going to whiff. You're going to blow me up. However, if I just throw out jabs, yeah, it's going to whiff. But the second hit of my jab string is a mid. So if you're neutral ducking to try and catch me doing a high, I'm going to catch you with that. And that's why they call it an auto shimmy, because usually if someone's neutral ducking, right, you would answer them with a mid, or you would shimmy to back up to catch them poking, right? So I do a down one, he's going to down one back, I'm going to shimmy, right? That's where it came from. I'm going to down one, I'm going to shimmy, right? But with this, it's the auto shimmy. I'm going to down one and then auto shimmy. I don't have to move back. Because the jab string, even if they're crouching, even if I miss the jail, the jab string, because the second hit's a mid, is going to automatically do what the shimmy would have done for me. That's why they call it an auto. That's why jab strings are called auto shimmies. But I'm one of the few that doesn't consider jab strings the auto shimmy. I consider advancing strings an auto shimmy because it completes the shimmy for you, right? So if I do down one and I'm looking to shimmy to force a break or force a whiff, right? Instead of walking forward and doing that, right? I can just walk and then that automatically advances. So you see how like back 3-4, right? As I'm walking backwards, back 3-4 moves forward, right? So if I walk backwards, that advances for me, which is the second half of the shimmy. The shimmy is walk backwards, walk forwards, right? Back 3-4 completes it for me. I walk backwards, I hit back 3-4, it moves forward for me, automatically completing the shimmy. That's why I consider moves like forward 3-4-4, you know, forward or back 3. Any move that animation moves forward for you, I consider an auto shimmy. And there are a lot of people who agree with me, but for the most part, the greater NetherRealm community considers the auto shimmy like any fast high that's followed up with a fast mid. So it's usually the jab strings, but it's not necessarily a jab string. It's just the better ones are jab strings because you hit 1-1 or 1-2. It's like a fast high, but then the other move comes out and it's a mid. That's what most people consider it. I consider it advancing moves, but that's pretty much a breakdown on auto shimmies. I hope this helped you guys. The term is stupid because there's no agreement on like what it means. It means too much to too many different people, but those are the two main meanings. And the concept of it automatically doing the shimmy for you is what you're looking for. So if you're kind of confused when you see a move and people call it an auto shimmy, just keep in mind a shimmy is walking backwards and then walking forwards, right? As one single movement, all right? This is not a shimmy, right? This, right? And then this, and then this, and then that, and then that. That's not a shimmy. A shimmy is when you do it right away, right? I walk backwards and then walk forwards immediately. That's a shimmy. This is just fucking playing footsies, right? Like, this is just playing footsies. But that's a shimmy. Any move that makes it to where you don't have to walk backwards and forwards to get the same result is an auto shimmy. That's pretty much the end of that discussion. Hopefully that helped you guys understand a little bit better.